It's the lesser-known composers, ABCs, introducing some composers from 14 countries, representing music spanning across the centuries. Please let me begin with these. Valborg Aulin, Swedish pianist and composer. She is our first feature, but do you really know her? Please listen to her string quartets and tone poems, her sonata and fantasy pieces. Get to know him. Florence Newell Barbour, American educator. Piano pedagogy was intrinsic to her nature. Her etudes and duets can help students at all stages. These lyrical works should be taught throughout the ages. Johann Cramer, aka Glorious John, is a lesser-known composer you should keep an eye on. Over 200 piano sonatas, less than 10 have been recorded. Check out his music, be rewarded. FYI, Beethoven adored him. Margarethe Danzi, composer and soprano, a pupil of Mozart. She could play that piano. She wrote a set of variations of March and 3 sonatas. She toured as prima donna. Now let me take a brief fermata. Are you ready to party with Sophie Eckhardt-Gramatté, virtuoso violinist and pianist who rocks? Her alphabet pieces will knock off your socks. Her influences range from serialism to Bach. Louise Vahank, student of Moschles and Hummel, conservatoire professor, composing on the double. Her chamber work's amazing and etudes blazing. Her 51 opuses deserve reappraising. Composer and pianist Chiquin Hagenzaga, the first woman conductor in Brazil. Such a saga, a variety of styles and over 2,000 pieces. I really hope her recognition only increases. Now grab a pencil. Next up is Fanny Hensel with 466 works penned from her writing utensil. Piano sonatas in A major and G minor. Lush romantic writing, nothing could be finer. Sefta Ibrahimova, next on the list, an Azerbaijani composer who you might have missed. Check out her 5 concerti and solo sets for piano. Please forgive this rhyme as I stretch the grammar. Marie Jael, first in Paris with Beethoven's 32. Less inspired skills, she knew just what to do. Her solo and forehand works are treasures to unveil. Her scientific Jael method goes way beyond just scale. Carrie Williams Krogman, over 1,000 compositions. She published under many names, avoiding all suspicions. Abundant teaching pieces of pedagogical worth, waiting patiently in libraries for teachers to unearth. Helen Lehman, German pianist on the scene. Her first piano sonata published at age 15. Opuses 1, 2, and 3 are grand sonatas to explore. Opus 16 fantasy pieces if you have time to look at more.
Hélène de Montgeroux.
Here's a quick story of the first woman professor at Paris Conservatory, a prime improviser and performer of her time. One of her 9 piano sonatas to your students please assign. It's the lesser-known composers A to Z. New names, new works for you and me. Rediscovering scores hidden in libraries. We're halfway there, the rest should be a breeze. Mahilda Nathan, there's so many highlights. She battled racism and fought for women's rights. A pianist and composer with 29 publications. Let's boost her reputation and spread across the nations. Leo Ornstein is next on our list. He reached the ripe age of 106. All his scores are free online. Quite a nice feature. I recommend his duet Sing Russia with Teacher. Dora Pejacevic wrote a famous symphony and many piano pieces for you and me. She wrote the first piano concerto composed in Croatia. And check her Opus 17 6 pieces of Fantasia. 60 Opus numbers. Alfred Quidon, a teacher and pianist who wrote quite a lot. For 3 whole decades, he worked really hard as a piano demonstrator for Sebastian Erard. You serialism haters, it's time to abort. The next on our list is Ida Rappaport. She studied with Schoenberg, Copland, and Piston, wrote several hundred works. Let's check out what we've been missing. Maria Szymanowska. Chopin loved her stuff, virtuoso and a teacher and composer, sure enough. Her Mazurkas Nocturnes etudes, some of the first in Poland. You can practice them at night with headphones on your Roland. Since you're still sitting comfy in that chair, let me introduce you to Germaine Taillefer, one of the laicists who wrote stunning repertoire. Her works for young pianists will take your students far. Anton Erzbruch, he really knew his descant and helped in the revival of Gregorian chant. A favorite student of Liszt and internationally acclaimed, left many piano works, but few remember his name. Alba Rosaviator, you can't imitate her. Pianist, violinist, composer, innovator. Hear her Nocturne and Sonata and the Bluebird Suite and other piano music. You're in for a treat. Just 5 left, I know your eyes are getting blurry, so in a hurry, here's Nanny Louise Wright, hailed from Missouri. A composer with skills, she mentored Killick. You know Will? Her pedagogy pieces are a lyrical thrill. Xian Qinghai, 1905 to 45, composed over 300 works in his short life. Yellow River Piano Concerto, please give it a listen. With Yundi Lee's piano wizardry, his fingers they glisten. Here's a quick pitch for Yuri Yatsevich, with 10 lyric pieces and 6 sonatas rich. First, Joy's Wreath of Leaves and Poem are worth your time. Let's move on to Z as I bust the last rhyme. A choral conductor, composer, pianist, and singer. Emily Zumsteeg wrote tons of lieder. Her piano creations, I'll be singing high praises. I hope you'll take a look at her 3 polonaises. The lesser-known composers ABCs, featuring unknown composers from across the seas. Now that we've concluded our historical tour, scan this QR code to explore some more.